welcome back to Heels, Pops, and Chair Shots, Wrestling's Entertainment Champions. That's right, Pro Wrestling Weekend's Hangover. New stars are born. Are we gonna get a Bad Bunny main event soon? All this and more in the room where it happens. But first, Pretty Chubby, tell them what to do.
Check us out on your favorite channels on YouTube and Twitch, Heels, Pops, and Chair Shots, on IG and Twitter, HBC2Sweet, and available wherever you get your podcast from. Heels, Pops, and Chair Shots. Pretty Chubby Flock.
You already know. Who that?
It's Abaje.
It's Mischief. You heard. Let's get it. Today, yo, what a week, man.
We made it. We survived.
Oh, there was so much to do.
I'm still hanging over.
Still hanging over.
I'm still
hanging on by
this has been exhausting and exhilarating at the same time.
That's what she said.
I feel like I gotta give a tip and also get a restraining order.
Whoa.
Like I don't know, it's that type of week. It's that type of week.
Somebody that didn't escape the
Sound
week
like
though.
Shout out. Wait, no.
Wait, I don't think
Did we just say? What is it you just said?
How about allegations going crazy?
Allegations.
Allegedly, that's what allegations.
Like these are the moments. Like I'm sure individuals in this situation wish Twitter never existed.
Oh my God,
This is crazy.
It's like you can't even like tell where's the lie.
So the moment you become a champion, WWE, all these allegations just come out like that?
That's
I mean,
what
yeah,
that
they
sounds
go clean their hands. I mean, we're not back in the days when
God.
Vince used to cover up murders for Jimmy Snuka.
Comes
You know
out
what I
when
mean?
you're at your highest peak or some shit.
That's what he said that shit.
Doesn't
Start
watch.
looking up to see if Roman Reigns has some shit out there.
Ooh. You mean like his arm?
You better be careful there, cause yo, they be looking everywhere for that shit.
Microscope.
Everywhere.
They gonna be
Microscope.
listening in mom's bedrooms, fucking
So doesn't
finding
Gable
out.
Stevenson have something too?
A WWE contract.
Yeah, we coming in spicy today.
Dímelo, mi amor.
Hey, they in the
What's goody, what's
building.
goody? This calls for celebration. Let's get a beer.
Let's go. Yo, what's up with y'all, man? I'm just drinking my.
Right here, dog.
With that angry.
You want an angry?
Right. My beer's here
That's
too.
all vodka, by the way.
Yeah, right.
That's what happened.
Nice.
All right. So,
Damn it!
Looks like
Why was that so hard?
Looks like a no. I got one.
when ADHD takes over, yo,
Y'all want beer now?
This shit
All
frozen
right.
as fuck. I love it.
Como la
Alright.
película Frozen.
Come on now. Yo, it's been a week. The only way to defeat a hangover is by keeping drinking. Like you gotta keep drinking.
Keep fucking drinking in the morning. That's not the right answer though. Like if
That
you
is
go,
the right answer.
No, if you go to
That's
an
the
AA
right
meeting, you answer that on the form, you're gonna get
That's
it wrong.
not.
They call you
What?
alcoholic. I don't know by experience. So
Wait.
speaking of experience, one heavily experienced grizzled vet named Vince McMahon leads off the running of the ropes because this man was successful not only in creating the biggest global phenomenon that is called WrestleMania, but this man was also successful in whooping Pat McAfee's ass for 5 seconds, man. Holy shit.
Yo,
Que
he laid the
maldita pela le
smackdown.
dio el tigre. Yo, he hit him hard. Like, it was so believable, but it wasn't believable, but it was believable.
Man, this week just
Right.
gave us so many moments. How great was WrestleMania? Yo, just that
you know what it
alone
looked like?
was-
It looked like Vince was trying to show us, like Vince was trying to pretend that he almost doesn't know how to wrestle. Right? That's
This
what it
is
looked
what
like.
you look like.
Right. Like I feel like that's how like it was such a performance. That's what it felt like to me.
76.
Now, what does that
years
say
old.
about the man
77.
that he beat?
77. Yo, he just had a
but
killer
that's
match
his
with
boss.
Austin
Yeah.
Theory,
That's-
bro.
Isn't that Pat McAfee that helped
Yeah.
put Vince
Oh,
over?
Of course,
right?
of course.
For sure.
Yo, Pat McAfee, yo, respect, bro. Pat McAfee was amazing. His match was dope. His match was dope, and the promo to the match and hearing, you know, that he's been training since 2017 after he retired from football. You know, understanding that he is legitimately a fan and is given opportunities, he's fucking running with it.
He
right?
trains with
First
Rip
match,
Rogers.
right? Train with Rip Rogers.
Rip
Shooting me shalom. You already know. Just don't ask him about Batman and Robin. But
That's a lot.
but
Wow.
but
Mr. Cheese Balls with it.
like at the end of the
Cheese balls
day,
in the house.
this man is the truth, right? And yo, he did work.
Say that's on
He
purpose.
did work. So yes, he put Vince
Cheese
over.
balls.
Yep.
He put
yep,
Vince
yep.
over for sure.
I
Yo,
like
how about his
Pat's the
entrance
win,
though?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It
That
was,
was
so
fucking
hype.
phenomenal.
It was so hype.
It was phenomenal.
Awesome.
Like you
Everything
felt like
about-
you were him.
Everything about think about how crazy his life is right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
kudos to him because he built the kind of life for himself that he's doing exactly what. Like shit, I wish I'd be doing. Yeah, you just had a match
Word.
at WrestleMania
Word.
Boss.
with Vince McMahon.
Word.
Yeah.
Had a
Jefe.
beer with Stone Cold.
Word.
Got stunned by Stone Cold.
Kept
Right.
drinking beer.
Kept drinking beer.
He
after
punted
got
he
stunned by
punted a
Stone-
football into the stands.
Yo, like come
That's a
on.
moment.
I mean, Vince hit him with said punted said football.
which he sold for like the next day at his podcast. or
Oh, he
whatever.
did? Oh shit.
Bro, yeah. He was like, bro, it was hard.
Hey, yo,
it's hard.
And
you
once
know?
again,
Yeah.
Pat McAfee's phenomenal commentary, man.
He's really good. No, but like that's the thing.
I honestly,
Yo,
I prefer
Pat
him over Corey
McAfee-
Graves. And Corey
Pat
Graves is really good.
McAfee. Yo, I'm gonna say something wild. You ready? I don't even think it's that wild. Pat McAfee is Owatani.
Okay.
Are you familiar with Owatani? You watch baseball at all?
No.
Owatani, the
Ichiro?
pitcher.
I don't know.
The pitcher.
Oh my God.
That's his,
From
Yeah.
damn, I'm drawing a blank
From
right now.
Washington
From the Angels?
Nationals.
Oh, the Nationals.
Yeah.
Right? No, the Angels. I'm fucked up. All
Shout
right,
out
so,
to T-Mobile Tuesday, by the way. If
No,
you
the
didn't get it,
Nationals.
you got
Nationals?
free MLB season.
So Owatani is like a crazy pitcher,
Yeah.
but he hits bombs, dog.
Yeah.
And he plays the field.
Okay, I think
He's
I know what
Babe
you're talking
Ruth,
about.
my G.
Yeah.
Like
I
he
don't know.
plays
Yeah.
everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this the
He's like
that-
6'3" and shit. Like
And
he's
is he like 21, 22?
Yeah,
Yeah,
young.
he's
young.
crazy
young.
young.
Okay.
Young.
Fucking throws crazy balls. Fucking
Yeah. He does it
hits
all.
bombs. He
But
plays the
he's-
field.
but
He
he's
plays
not considered
defense.
the best player because he doesn't know English.
Appreciate you, JJ.
Right?
He is considered the best. He's the top 5, and they want to push him, but his English is limited, so it does limit them,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
But he's still getting over because the first of all, baseball's dying, right? Fucking,
So is
we have
death.
we have
So
the
is wrestling.
fucking-
Let's not pretend it's not.
No
Huh?
death.
Wrestling was for a long time dying as well.
Sure,
Up until AEW.
but it's not anymore.
No, it's
right?
not. It's not.
Everybody
Thanks
eating.
to Cody Rhodes,
This
by the
past,
way.
this
We'll
past
talk
week,
about that.
This past week is evidence that wrestling is nowhere near dying. Just saying.
Sure. I mean, just in comparison,
It's
to
not like
its
baseball.
peak, right? Like right now.
So
like
the
baseball,
fans, like if there's kids that are fans, they're like in. They're looking at stats. You know what I mean? They're telling you, yo, did you see that game? They're trying to text.
Nah, I'm like, shut up, nerd.
They're on a Discord for it. Like they're all about it. So they're gonna be behind
Shout out
them.
to our Discord.
But they're losing the
Shut up, man.
fans. And baseball has done a terrible job when it comes to marketing. They're stars, considering that you can see their faces.
Right,
That's something
right.
football doesn't have the
That shit
luxury
is
of.
mad hard for a football player. Like
know
they
what I'm
always
saying?
have to put him in a jersey
That's,
for it to
and
make
I
sense.
would
I never
say-
thought of that.
I can't say that football players are more famous than baseball players because there's
Yeah.
still more money in baseball.
They're not even paid
There's only
well.
more money in
They're not
baseball
even paid
because there's more games in
But
baseball.
at
That's
the end
right.
of the day, they're not as famous as basketball players.
Right.
Well, because
But
there's
that's
only
just
5 of them
world.
motherfuckers. You know what I
And
mean?
and also it's a worldly sport,
And it is a world
That is also
sport.
true.
Right.
But so is baseball.
So it's soccer.
but the NBA, yeah.
So
But
is baseball. In different parts
yeah,
of the world.
yeah,
but
it's the same shit as baseball. You're right.
Right.
Because I was gonna say the NBA is renowned, but like there's other leagues as well throughout the world now
Right.
with the Olympics and stuff like that. Has been, people are discovering.
Oh, you saw who won that swimming thing in the Olympics?
Yo, so wrestling
my God.
is like Owatani.
Oh my god!
Specifically, Pat McAfee is like Owatani because he does a lot of things very well. Things that don't usually go together, he does well together. He hits home runs, right? He goes
Yeah.
into matches. He has crazy matches.
So you compare him to Pat McAfee?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and I think so because, Owatani doesn't get the respect he deserves when you talk about best players. His name doesn't really come up at the top. Motherfuckers like casually follow baseball don't know his name.
You know who was
what I'm saying?
Owatani?
And he is a tremendous player. Pat McAfee, my bad, is a tremendous player.
He's the creative player you
He
created
plays
in baseball
every
games.
position well, and he said it going into this whole bullshit. He was like, "I do not play like I do not do whack shit. I'm not gonna go in there and have a shitty storyline. So whatever I'm involved in, it's gonna be dope."
He's a perfectionist.
He said that shit
Yeah.
right from the jump.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it happened last time, happened this time.
I mean,
the way
we
he just-
questioned the Austin Theory angle though, but it got wrapped up really nicely.
When did he question about it? Like, what did he
No,
say?
I questioned it.
No, because it
Oh,
came out of
he-
nowhere.
It came out of nowhere.
Hey, the angle came out of
No,
nowhere,
yeah.
but he did whatever the fuck he could to put it over.
No, yeah.
They put it over.
I thought you
Tremendous.
meant he questioned it. Like, he
chicken
said,
salad,
no,
chicken
no.
salad. For sure.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Exactly.
For sure.
And he's so good.
Don't we wish that would be the way that others would navigate? Because honestly, why did he get to do that? Because he has the balls to do it and say what he
has
wants.
the balls to treat Vince's words not like gospel, but like bullet points.
Gotcha.
Even though he tells, like, you know what I mean? Like, Vince is going to be like, no, you have to say this. He's going to say it the way he wants to say
Yeah,
it.
because if
at the
it
end of
goes
the day-
over, Vince is not gonna care.
At the end of the day,
appreciate you, cheese balls.
it
Thank you
works.
so much.
So if it works, do it.
If it
doesn't
don't work,
it's your ass.
It's your ass.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's your ass.
Just like I'm sure the first time that motherfucker got on the table when Shinsuke Nakamura was coming out,
what is
yeah,
that?
Vince is gonna be like, "What are you doing? You're supposed to." No, man,
but
like
he held it
color,
down.
like I'm the color dog.
Well,
Both
should you
times.
realize we're not gonna see that no
Both
more?
times he's held it down.
We're not gonna see that no more.
McAfee?
Yeah, because Rick Brooks is out for a minute, bro.
This means that Shinsuke Nakamura is a single star now, and he
Yeah.
can move up the ranks.
So
Yeah.
you're saying he needs a
Because
guitarist now.
Nah.
That's saying that you're not gonna see that because
Maybe Ezekiel's brother's available.
Oh my God! What the fuck?
Yo, has
But wait,
any-
before we jump there,
my bad. Yeah,
because
you-
we still need to let people process that shit. Like
There's a
never
lot going
was
on.
there a person in the world who needed a beard more, right?
Oh my God.
But
That
like
me?
he had no chin.
Oh yeah.
But
I don't ever want to shave.
You know who was
anymore.
Otani
He
before
looked
Otani?
like Randy Savage if Randy Savage spoke like, oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah,
That's
brother.
hilarious. That's hilarious. You know who was Otani before Otani that nobody realized? And I honestly wasn't able to exercise that in MLB. Mariano Rivera.
Nah, because Mariano Rivera don't play both ways.
Mariano Rivera was a
that
fucking
gay?
shortstop.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Mariano was drafted as a shortstop cleanup hitter, brother.
Yeah, but not in real life.
To the MLB.
Not in the real
and they
life that
switched
made
him
him a Hall
to
of Famer.
pitcher. No, they switched him to pitcher. But
It was a fake life that he was.
the man,
I'm just saying it's different because like,
the man
you know what I
got
mean?
drafted as a shortstop who was a cleanup hitter.
You're making a point. I'm just saying like it's
He never.
different.
I
'cause-
did say he didn't get the chance to
Well, we're
exercise
talking about
it.
baseball,
What,
damn it.
bro?
I am about
TV free.
No, you know who's
on
whack?
T-Mobile Tuesday.
You wanna know who's
now? Last Tuesday, because that's it. It's
Baseball.
over.
You don't want to know who's whack?
Baseball.
Ezekiel.
Ezekiel. We might as well, right?
Let's
We got
do
it.
it. Let's
what
do it.
got
Before
there?
we get to
Fuck
something
was that?
special, let's get to something terrible. Ezekiel, what the fuck was
We're
that?
already doing the
Nah,
chair
we're
shot of
jumping
the week?
around. Yeah, we're
Yeah,
jumping
we're
around.
jumping around.
Chair
We're
shot of the
jumping around.
week?
Spoiler.
Es spoiler.
Es spoiler.
Pero Ezekiel
Yo.
es una mierda.
It's almost so bad it's funny.
No, it's not.
It's
I couldn't
almost.
find. I couldn't get
almost.
myself to say it. this week.
Because he ridiculously said like he's
Yeah,
Elias's
He
brother.
said
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
He said
That's
it
the
like
funny part.
I didn't-
And Kevin Owens is like, I know you, man. Like,
It's annoying that we're being our intelligence is being tested, right?
Yeah,
And that's what Vince.
yeah.
yo, what if Elias has
Yeah.
a twin? I'm just saying. Do you know his family like?
I feel like this one.
No,
I feel like this one was so bad that the whole Gunther, Pete Dunne shit, all of them were just a lead up to this one.
Wow.
Because this one was bad.
So
Oh,
you're
you think
saying
that's
that
bad, huh?
Gunther
They're suffering
and
because of
Butch
this shit.
looked at Elias and was like, fuck, bro. It could be worse. I'm Butch.
I'll be your butch.
Yo,
Your butch.
I don't know, man. It's just like I don't get it. Elias was so over.
Was.
It was over. Like,
was.
It wasn't even whack yet.
no, they just didn't get. They book it enough.
Maybe to Vince
My
it got
thing
stale.
is why did they wait so long to repackage him if all they did was shave him?
Right. Well, they cut his hair
They
too.
had,
everything.
they had
No.
this long for
They
when he comes back,
shaved
when his
him.
hair come back.
No, they shaved him. They cut his hair. They shaved his personality. They took his confidence. They
Everything.
emasculated
They
him.
circumcised him too.
And
Shit.
his gear took forever to come in Amazon.
I guess.
Jesus Christ, bro.
Oh yeah,
He turned into Creative Player 23.
The Mega Power is the cream rises to
Oh my God.
But speaking
it
of
was-
the Mega Powers, a great tag team, we're gonna talk about an even better tag team in FTR.
Aye.
My
Yo,
man's
Pirate-
was busies. This weekend's is at the ROH show.
Yo, before you even continue, Vince McMahon only has one facial expression. We're just
all weekend?
mid the whole match.
That's the plastic surgery, Bobby. I mean, you know.
Yo.
Was he happy or was he
No,
mad?
no.
I can't tell.
He does have two-side facial expression. That one that he had all weekend, and then the one facial expression he made when his music hit before Austin's glass.
Yeah, you saw scared he got.
He was like, oh no, it's good music.
Oh, no.
Then the glass broke. Then you
Vince
supposed to
McMahon
hide
fucked
your
up that
ass.
whole segment.
Yeah, he blew
did
that.
give
You
it
blew
up.
that, buddy. And the stunner.
He's 77.
That was the chair shot of the week.
You're the boss, man.
That part.
You're the boss, dog. How you gonna?
How you gonna
the
do it?
boss?
You're gonna show Gronkowski how to take a bump, but you can't fucking take a stunner, a move you've taken 30,000 times in your life.
Hey, that was 2 years ago,
I know what
bro.
you're talking about.
Hey,
but
That was 2 years ago, bro.
It's a-
2 years makes a difference.
long
I
time.
don't, I
In
don't know
your
what y'all talking
70s.
about. It looked like a clean stunner to me. He
Yo.
hit it and he fell back. What?
Yeah, according to
What?
Twitter. According to Twitter, Peacock,
According to that video package on Monday.
He fell back.
WWE Network. Yo,
It was
yo,
And Austin's just like, yo, just
yo, McAfee sold the
what you
dope, though.
doing, man?
McAfee, yo,
sold
he
it.
spit out the beard.
Saxton sold it, too.
Saxton, too.
Nah, but
And it's
Austin.
the thing
Who was it
now,
that
y'all wanna
Austin
sell
Theory
it
bounced
Sell it
to
tonight.
shit, right?
Bounce.
Yeah,
Like
it,
Rock.
it reminded me of The Rock, like the way.
Yeah,
The Rock's
yeah.
always gonna be the
Yo,
best.
and not for
I don't
nothing.
know. Scott Hall, rest in peace, had a great.
It was a
sell.
great, but
He
like
did. He had
It was-
that
It was
It
a
stiff.
heavy.
comical.
It was a heavy sell, so he went pat.
Yeah.
It was like that stiff, like coyote.
It was gimmick sold.
Yeah, for sure.
I
So
like
you're
that.
not
Yo,
talking
but-
about
but-
Cody?
but-
Who's that?
But do you?
Who's
But,
Cody?
once again, does this mean Austin Theory is part of the future?
Well,
Like,
Day Day,
Yeah.
what do you
Yeah,
want
I
to
think
talk
he's
about?
definitely somebody we gonna talk about in that
conversation.
conversation for
All
sure
right, all
because
right.
ese tigre está
Pa'lante.
futurístico.
But one of the
yeah.
magical moments of Mania,
Right, JP, talk to him.
magical moments, gave you chills, is when you heard that song come on,
Finally.
Nope.
Not that
and
one.
the American Nightmare
Oh.
rose from the stage.
Same entrance, same theme music, same look.
Bro, how badass was that? Like the fucking neck tattoo, which is horrendous, but looks so badass.
It's grown on me.
Looked even more badass, bro. Like it is what it is.
Yo,
And then he faces up against fucking Seth Rollins.
yo, a couple points there, right?
Best of the-
We'll talk about that. But I thought it was hilarious. Like I could not control my laughter at how much pyro went off
Yeah, yeah.
throughout
But it was
Cody
fuck
Rhodes,
you. It was
which
fuck you.
is the perfect Cody Rhodes thing to do.
Yes.
You feel me?
Yes,
Like
yes.
Cody Rhodes is gonna come back and be unapologetically Cody Rhodes. And
Yeah.
we're seeing it with all the interviews, the
Oh,
gimmick.
yeah.
He
Yeah.
is doing. Hey, what do you want to talk about? He's doing the whole shtick. The whole thing is his, and he's letting people know this is how I'm gonna be.
Word.
Good for him.
I'm here for it, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm a
Good for
fan.
him.
I'm a fan. This whole story, even like him trying to do it for his father. You know what I mean? Like he just put himself in the main event conversation.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
helps
You know what I mean?
out.
Like it wasn't that wasn't
the pyro
explained.
did it by itself.
Like he's letting you know, no. I'm here to win the belts.
The big one.
I'm gonna do what my father wasn't able to do or wasn't allowed to do and acknowledged. You know what I mean? Just like Jack Veneno, they took so long to
Here we go.
acknowledge the
No,
situation.
no,
Because you know what I'm saying?
like,
Ric
we
Flair
were
took
not-
some
Y'all
L's,
didn't see it coming.
Ric
Y'all
Flair
didn't-
took some
y'all didn't see it
L's,
coming.
brother.
How did they see it
Flair
No,
took
no.
some L's.
We don't talk about Veneno.
No, we don't talk about Jada, bro. Like,
So we gonna
Will's
wait.
gonna smack you.
So Cody's foreshadowing his future for what, 2 years from now? After Reigns gives up that strap?
nah. He's
Chill. He's
ah.
at least in the
Cody
conversation
ain't beating
ASAP.
no Roman Reigns.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this
Nah,
much.
he
Not
don't gotta
today.
He don't gotta be Reigns.
I'm gonna
Not
tell you
today.
this much. What that means, if the titles are not unified, right? What that essentially means is that there's gonna have to be another title that's gonna be the next belt, right? So it's either gonna be the U.S. title, which Finn Balor has right now, or the Intercontinental title, which
For Cody?
Shinsuke. That's gonna be the next belt, right?
You
If
mean
you have a-
before, like, he goes after that?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
You have to.
No,
Because against Roman Reigns, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think.
I don't think that's booking
I
for
don't think that's the
success.
match you want, Cody.
Not right now. I don't think that makes sense right now.
Nah.
Nah.
But he's a great attraction.
Everything along the way.
The Raw after Mania, as usually is one of the highest viewed, and it was the highest viewed.
Bro, think about this. Cody Rhodes comes out, and he's like, you know what?
Suck my dick.
They won't
The
make it
Intercontinental
fair. They won't
Championship
air-
has
they
been
won't air it out.
disrespected.
Who is the IC?
Disrespected. And it's about damn time that we respect it for what it is. And as a former IC champion, I'm gonna bring that shit to life. Beat Shinsuke and elevates that fucking title. So it could be the next title.
Nah.
Ricochet.
I think Cody's had the
Ricochet
IC.
is?
Maybe the
Ricochet.
US.
I don't know who the U.S. champion.
No,
Finn
man,
Balor.
he's not here, and he said he's not here for mid card titles. Like he's here for the big one. He's here for the big one.
It's the Roman Reigns checks. It's the main event slots.
All right.
I think that
the main event bookings.
let Cody
Is what he's
go
here for.
through the roster.
Think about
Yeah,
it.
I
Build
agree.
the program.
I agree.
Yo, you're the new guy around here. Now, sidebar
bum,
that
bum,
that conversation because I do want to keep
Okay,
talking
JJ,
about
I see where
Cody,
you're
but I
going.
do want to talk about Rollins. Rollins in a position as the gatekeeper
Oh yeah.
of WWE in a
Oh,
way,
yeah.
right? Like here comes the new guy.
was great.
The new big name, the new
Welcome back to
star
the big
attraction,
leagues, bitch.
right? And plays his role superbly. The whole match was awesome.
It was great.
They had really great chemistry. They figured it out
Not-
after a rough beginning.
Which is part of the storytelling, as we've talked about, right?
Right.
And I
Like
thought,
at first it was kind of choppy. It wasn't working too well, but they grew into understanding how they move. Like it told a great story.
I loved it.
It
loved
was
the
the
whole thing.
most
Not gonna lie,
one of the better wrestling matches
I think
we've
it was
seen.
the match of the night.
bro. Look, it was
Yeah, because all the way through, consistency wise, right?
Cody Rhodes talks about the
But that
greatest
Charlotte
match
Flair match-
of all time.
That shit
It was memorable.
Whack.
for not
Oh,
not
the
for
match,
moveset,
yeah.
not for
I said the
moveset.
mat.
But
The
real
nip
quick-
lap.
Wait, Cody Rhodes' greatest match of all time. Hogan,
The Rock.
Rock.
Yeah, that's what that
Hogan
felt
Rock.
like a little bit. That's
They
there down.
sure played that role, that card. Nah, he's not Hogan. Like, come on, that's not what we're talking about. But the
But the
type of
electricity.
match that they built, where like they didn't do shit for
Inspired, definitely,
25 minutes. It was
And then I forget, it was very similar. FTR versus them boys did the same thing.
The Briscoe.
The
They did the
grind,
same.
right? Like-
They did that. They fed into the crowd. The crowd was going crazy because it's a match that we've wanted for so long.
Right. The
And no,
anticipation
Seth
for it.
Rollins versus Cody. Have you seen that before?
Bro, I'll see that again.
Right.
And if we have,
Wait, was that at ROH? Was it at ROH?
If it happened before, it had to have been ROH.
no, they
No.
wrestled
WWE?
Stardust, Seth Rollins
Shield?
and the Shield and shit, or
right,
the Authority.
right.
I
Yeah,
forget.
They've wrestled.
But they've crossed paths.
yeah.
they crossed paths.
No, I don't even think he was Stardust yet. I think it was like
Well,
Dash and Cody.
You brought up
I don't know, I'm
crossing
fucked up.
paths. Let's talk about drifting apart. Tony Khan and Cody Rhodes drifted apart, according to Cody,
Clearly.
and is what led him here anyway. This relationship between the two of them clearly was about something personal that they don't want to bring into light, but it's not something that seems to be serious. It's just something that they just disagree and didn't see eye to eye on. My thing and my guess is Cody said he's the best wrestler alive to Tony Khan. That promo
in
that
like
he
a
cut on
serious-
Monday, yeah,
Okay.
that promo he cut on Monday on Raw was cut to Tony, and Tony was like, "Nah, nah, you're not the best." Stop fucking around.
Psych.
You really playing me, right? You know we have a Kenny Omega, right? All right, go.
Yeah, but Kenny and Cody Rhodes.
That's the thing.
Kenny
Cody needs to be here.
Kenny does not have the legacy Cody Rhodes has.
Definitely not. Definitely
You
not.
know what I'm saying? And the thing is, you need to
But he
understand.
has a name recognition.
Who?
But that's
Kenny.
Kenny for
Kenny
sure.
has hype,
sure.
and name recognition. Yeah,
But at
and
the
he
end
has
of the day,
AEW fans.
Mike to Mike, I'd rather have Cody, even with his lisp.
At the end of the day, yeah, he could deliver a speech, especially if he's talking about his fucking dad. Like he's always talking about Dusty.
I'm tired of that, by the way. But yeah, it works.
You're tired of that?
my dad.
You tired of that?
Ah.
You know, because you had a father, right?
Who? What?
Exactly.
Hi, I made it weird. I'm
What?
just
Weird,
saying.
weird.
What?
But it's just like you can't always.
Not everybody's dad is their hero.
Right, right. That's why that hits different.
I guess.
Yeah, it does.
The man loved his father that much. That's some
I'm not
shit.
disputing that part,
Why
right?
doesn't Dustin talk about his father like that?
Because Cody got to.
'Cause
got
but
to-
you see-
if you know their story, Cody got to got to enjoy his father. When he had Dustin, he wasn't around,
Yeah, yeah.
and he played out his mom.
My thing is just like Cody comes out and he, all right, this is
Different
my
moms,
first Dusty promo he cuts, right?
Cody's mom's half Cuban.
How many Ric Flair promos does Charlotte purposely cut?
She don't.
Right? Her promos about daddy is always defending and deflecting, right? Yeah, okay, give me something else besides my last name or bringing up my father's.
Yeah, but it wasn't always like that.
Nah, it wasn't always like that. And also, you have to understand that Charlotte Flair now, after winning the fucking title
hold on,
13
hold on,
times.
hold on.
But Cody's here
Bro,
all these years after.
NXT version.
Come on, you cannot say the same thing. Charlotte Flair comes out in a robe.
Yeah.
She
Cody
says,
comes
"Woo!"
out in a robe.
Yeah.
The figure 8. Like, come on, man. It's
Yeah.
the
Cody
whole
came out in
thing.
a robe.
It's not the but
No,
Cody
Cody
did
does-
not come out in a
Cody
polka
said,
dot
"Woo!"
jumpsuit, bro. That's not the same thing. That's not the same
That's
thing.
not the same thing.
Charlotte Flair is doing exactly what you're saying Cody Rhodes is doing.
It's true. And if anything, the only thing Cody Rhodes is doing,
She leather-faced Ric Flair. Like, she's like, I'm just going to take all of you right here, and I'm just going to use it. All right?
but I think what he's trying to say is that Charlotte almost
But not in
uses
her
it
promos.
like to
Not
in a-
anymore. She's been around for 100 years at this
That's
point.
at this
Cody's
point.
been around for just as long.
But not in the
Nah,
kind of way.
not in the level that
kind of
she's
way.
at.
Yeah, yeah.
okay,
This-
I'll give you
like
that.
Cody Rhodes now is in the main event picture in WWE. Charlotte
Right.
Flair has been in the main event picture for the last 14 years.
Right,
But Cody's been cutting
exactly.
the Dusty promo since the Intercontinental title.
That
Of course,
is also true.
because that's the card you're always gonna play.
But it's
But
Tired
Charlotte,
of this card.
but the thing is, Charlotte does it more in a patronizing way. Because she's had her
now-
conflict with her
now,
father.
at this
Cody
point-
can't do that. His father not here.
that's also true.
That's true too.
So what do you want him to do?
At some point, he's gonna heel turn on his
And
dad.
if anything, the most, oh my
fuck
God,
him. He
the
held me
most he
back.
can do,
That's fucked up.
the most he does is he's the American nightmare instead of the American dream.
Right.
Like,
I
Yeah,
hear that.
nah.
I like the American Nightmare. That's
Yeah,
cool.
it's just dope.
That's dope.
it's him, right?
And I even liked how they announced the way he was announced at WrestleMania.
Who's that, Mike Rome?
With the
Mike
Justin.
Rome.
Mike Rome did the Justin Roberts.
Talk to me.
And
The
announced
American
some nice-
Nightmare.
Oh, fucking dope.
I
But
think
Cody
he
did
was
the
even
right
hype.
move. Cody
I
Cody
think
should
he
be
was
here.
even hype.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
good.
That was a great moment, bro. That was,
Yeah.
that was, if you're a fan, that was a moment.
I agree.
And you felt it. You felt it. Because remember one thing. WrestleMania weekend was a long weekend for everybody that was in Dallas. Because we know there was a lot of wrestling over the weekend. Phenomenal wrestling.
Yup.
Phenomenal wrestling. Please do yourself the favor.
TC
Go to
Duck.
Fight TV. Go to IWTV.
Oh my
like,
God, yes.
yo, there's so much more wrestling other than the E. And people put on shows. Like, WrestleMania weekend is that Super Bowl weekend for wrestling.
New Texas Pro.
And yo, if you were in Dallas, you
But
were watching
better.
show after show after show, and yo, people were still popping.
Yeah, no,
People
because,
were still popping.
Yeah.
because for the Super Bowl, it's not like there's more football.
No,
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's not more
it's
football.
just a big game.
Bray
just the
Wyatt
big
said
game.
it best, and he said it how every year is at WrestleMania City or country, whatever you want to call it. The atmosphere is so live.
Yeah.
Everything's so alive.
Yeah.
People are just so.
It brings so much money to the city.
Yeah, it's so in
But
the
because people
spirit.
coming from all over the world for
Yeah,
WrestleMania. That's the
man.
thing.
Not just the city,
That's
Craig.
the world,
The
Craig.
world.
You know what that feeling
But
is?
you know what's
got that
crazy?
belt next to you,
That's why I'm
somebody
not
else
going
got it?
next year.
It's like Coachella on steroids.
That's why I'm not going next
What
year.
you mean you're not going next year? We going.
Hollywood, bro.
I bought
You know the
tickets for everybody.
traffic in LA
What you
Ah,
talking
for
word.
WrestleMania?
That
Fuck that
alone-
shit.
unless-
I'll wait
Yo,
till
we
some
got
other
scooters,
place.
bro. What you talking about?
Unless we
Nah,
gonna
bro.
be at the hotel across the street from that bitch.
Nah,
'Cause I am
bro.
not.
Yo,
Man.
LA traffic is already
Where
bad
is it?
enough.
The flights
LA.
is booked, but we
Hollywood.
out.
Staples?
The bad
Oh.
guys are going to
SoFi.
LA.
SoFi.
SoFi.
SoFi
JP's
Stadium.
driving.
Where's that?
The Ram Stadium.
Where is that?
In LA.
It's right in the heart of downtown
Yeah,
LA.
Hollywood is it's around Hollywood.
Oh, so it's a Hollywood.
Hollywood.
So it's like I'm good.
Naptown, All
That
Pro
traffic
Wrestling,
with
April 30th
WrestleMania
is
around
show
the
from
world?
Just-
Nah.
Yo, fam, I mean, we could wait a year.
Yeah.
Get to somewhere better.
The next
you know
one,
what I mean?
yeah.
Like,
The next one.
yeah. All right, we'll get the
man.
proxy, my dog.
Jersey.
I would rather go
Forty's
anywhere
in
else.
Jersey?
I wish.
Oh, I was like, whoa.
Where is
We're
the next
planning
one
the
then?
no nice
They
things.
haven't announced it yet.
They have
It's
Nah,
LA.
yeah,
the
yeah, I
next
think
three.
they did.
They
the next
do.
three. Texas,
I think
LA,
they spit out the next 3.
and
Yeah.
in the
Vancouver.
chat.
No,
If
I'm
y'all
just
can let me
playing.
know.
Chat, where's the third one?
Let's see.
JJ, you're going to LA next
JJ,
year?
we out. You gonna see the bad guys there. I promise you.
Nah.
We gonna be out there.
You're going to see the villain
gonna be
and
out there.
Lil Villain.
Right.
Yo, we gonna be doing. We
And
gonna be
Mrs.
producing,
Villain.
man. I know what y'all talking about. We gonna be producing out there, bro.
Now
we doing our thing.
here.
I'll be in my casita watching
No
that
nice
shit.
things, I tell you.
Turn up the heat.
Yo, but
Bumping
once
time.
again. Just shout out to yo. Think about if we would have went to Dallas this year, right? All the
would've been
promotions we
action.
would have had to go to, promotions that we fuck with, that we watch the content. You know, New Texas Pro. Like, yo, Mission Pro Wrestling out there. That's in Texas as well. I would have been, yo, everybody, bro.
One thing for
I
sure.
got bored looking.
We wouldn't have seen one specific wrestler at these indie shows.
Bray Wyatt?
Well, definitely not. But I mean, this other person as well. Given that he's such a big star,
Who that?
Seth freaking Rollins, right?
Yes.
Big name WWE. You guys think he's a bit up there with Roman Reigns?
Who?
Seth Rollins?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Look at what they just did with Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, for sure.
Yo, tell me, like, that's a spotlight. You gotta give Cody Rhodes has to have like a grand entrance into the company. He's got to come off like a legitimate star. Who can legitimize him? Who can do the job and put him on that position,
And
right?
still get over.
Because remember, like, he could have came in and been like flat. Had Vince booked this differently, had the producers booked this differently, you may have been disappointed by the end of the night. Look at how Brock Roman turned out. People were kind of disappointed about how that ended.
Well, that was injury.
That was injury, but
related.
yeah.
But yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like a bad ending could have been sour grapes. Yo, Rollins did the thing, bro.
Again.
And every time he's in that
Again.
position, bro, he does the fucking thing.
This is character number what with Seth? This is
Like 3 or 4.
WrestleMania number what with Seth?
In many ways.
Oh, by the way, the next WrestleMania after Hollywood might be Vegas.
Vegas. That makes sense. Yeah, Vegas.
Wait a minute.
Now Vegas sounds very
Vegas.
tantalizing.
That's 40, right?
We could go out there and heist it up.
That ooh.
Just saying.
I'm not waiting that long.
No, that's not happening. We gotta pull this
You
off.
heard it here first, folks. The bad guys will
Thompson
be
tweet
in
now.
Vegas, baby. That's
Gamble
part
this
2.
dick.
That's part 2.
Oh,
That's what you don't do.
that's I wouldn't gamble that
That's
shit.
said that.
You better lose your wait. Listen.
Oh my God. Ooh, you go to Scarpettas, bro.
Look,
Yo, you go to
this is not even-
Scarpettas, bro.
the
Ooh.
pedestal.
I'm thinking about the food out there,
This
papi.
motherfucker think about the food in the desert.
Yo,
This
the
motherfucker.
The pedestal we're putting Seth
Yo,
Rollins
Vegas
on
food
right
scene
now.
is
It's not a
dope.
pedestal.
It's
It's
not.
where he belongs.
It's where he belongs.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yo, look,
so down.
we talk a lot about Seth
so
Rollins.
down.
Another one is Kevin Owens.
gonna go-
Look at the position he was in. I think those two gentlemen in particular, and WrestleMania as a whole, if we really think about it, I don't want to say new characters, but put trust in different places where it had not been before.
Right.
Right? And I mean, that's even hard to say because I think Kevin Owens was entrusted in the pandemic years and shit like to carry.
Yeah.
But what he did with Stone Cold and what Rollins did with Cody, like that is a very trusting position to put these guys in, and they both hit home runs.
Well, you know, that's the frustrating part, right? Because the reason why both of those things worked is because the way the story was told, the way they had the match, nobody lost, nobody looked bad, everybody went over, right? And the reason why I say it's frustrating is because that's how easy it can be, and we don't see that often from the E. This is why this weekend was surprising. When it comes to the WWE, it was surprising. SmackDown, really, that was like a pre-show for Mania, right? The Hall of Fame got people talking. Fucking Undertaker had his TED Talk. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
And I'm here for it.
shocked.
And I'm here for it.
Shocked. I didn't think
I'm here for it.
Undertaker would say something so productive in my
Yeah.
life.
But it
After
also shows how smart
retiring.
the Undertaker is and why he fucks with Vince and
and
why
can read
Vince
the
fucks with
prompt
him.
as well as he can.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you know.
I mean, listen. And yo, I could see his daughter. I can see his daughter following his footsteps. I'm just saying. She's already been in gorilla position and whatnot. So
Yo, hold on, man. That's
daughter,
really
the little
inappropriate to say. Come on, man. Like, the motherfucker just got in the Hall of Fame. Now you talking about putting his daughter in the
with
gorilla
Seth
position?
Rollins, he
disrespectful.
takes jabs at
Triple H's
AEW
oldest
this
daughter is
week.
15. She could be
Well
a wrestler.
deserved. I love the jabs that he's taking.
who?
Seth Rollins to AEW.
Oh, of course.
Because they come with him backing it up at WrestleMania.
Of course.
And backing it up with being the real guy. The real guy, in my opinion, but Roman Reigns' run is just too unstoppable this go around.
So you've got to build guys that like, and Seth Rollins has been a main eventer before.
Yeah.
He's been champion before. Like that's not a new thing for him.
That's
but
a beast slayer.
but if we really
think
think about
so.
it, this is This is
Oh, I mean,
where
I understood right.
you put him on the path to like being legitimate again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think this is really good writing.
Yeah.
I think it takes time.
Yeah.
He fell. He took mad L's. He almost wasn't on WrestleMania. He had a match with Cody Rhodes. He looked really good.
Yeah.
He looked really good.
Think about the legends in wrestling, right? You have the Chris Jerichos, right, that come out to Judas, and then you have like the CM Punks that come out to their music,
Cult of personality.
and now Seth Rollins comes out, and what happens?
Everybody sings to his music.
That's
It's like
fucking right,
Nakamura.
baby. You haven't made it until they start singing your music, baby.
I mean,
And
you
it
know,
has
Fandango, baby.
That's what I'm
It has no
saying. That goes the
lyrics.
thing. So let's
And
not.
it's not,
Emma.
there's no
Remember Emma
lyrics.
Lucian?
Emma.
And his theme, and his
Come
theme
on, man.
song,
Show me
and
nothing.
Seth's theme song doesn't even have lyrics.
It doesn't. Doesn't need it.
It's like Nakamura
It's
with the beat.
yo.
But I think
It's meant to be.
the most important part I think is that Seth Rollins has found himself. He looks very comfortable in his own skin. And the thing is, the
He's also
man
waving that
himself
WWE flag.
has been with the man, has a child with the man, and the man put on a match.
He
this weekend as
impregnated
well.
a man.
Yeah, all right, that's
not
a
why-
lie.
That's not
Let's
the
strict.
direction we're
That's
going.
the
Hey, there's
thoughts and
nothing against
opinions
I'm not.
of
I
Villain
don't judge.
himself.
I
But
fucks with that.
That's what's up.
yo, Becky Lynch this weekend
Save us.
versus Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair's eye and nose though. Yo, I thought on Raw. No, tú te callas por 5 minutos. Bianca Belair. Yo, I thought on Raw she was gonna say she had to relinquish the title. Cause the way she looked, like when she started speaking and she took off the glasses, I thought orbital bone broke or some shit.
Gave you Shawn
I
Michaels
was like,
vibes all over
damn,
here.
that's
I lost
fucked
my
up.
smile.
But it wasn't that, thankfully.
Yo, but what
But
spot?
that match.
What spot caused that?
It was like a heel kick in her face, and she landed. It was like a top rope. I forget. It was like either off the ropes or off the top rope, and her heel just landed right there.
I gotta rewatch that whole.
Yeah, bro. I saw
match
it, and
was
it started
dope,
swelling up.
And they
And
say
I was like,
wrestling
damn.
is fake.
Nah, it was a dope match. So like,
Now, your mom's
yo,
orgasms.
think
that
about,
fake shit,
think
bro.
about. But the
Shit.
reason why I bring it up is because think about that
Feel bad for
power
her
couple.
husband.
Think about that power couple, right?
Monte.
Like you.
Her and Monte.
No, he's talking about.
Well, I'm talking about
Becky.
Becky and Seth.
oh.
Yes, but I mean more Becky and Seth because of where they're at, right? Their
Right.
status, right? They're two creative minds, two talented individuals, and they're living together. They're life partners now. You're constantly talking shop.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The characters that we're seeing from both of them now,
yeah.
them being
bro.
comfortable in their own skin.
This is. I know you started talking about Seth. I'm not crazy about Seth because I think his acting sucks. I think
But
the overacting is the character.
but
Just
that's
like
the
Kenny Omega was
character.
overacting and I wasn't
that's the
vibing.
I still think
Character.
as a character, Seth is better than Kenny.
Oh hell yeah!
Kenny's just weird.
I'm sorry, I'm not a fan of Kenny.
I wasn't
like that.
he had his
Kenny-
moments that he grew on me.
Kenny is too much.
Not
into
like
the-
that.
I guess it's because I don't relate to the whole.
You gotta
anime
you
thing.
gotta
what
realize
it
though.
is.
The
you gotta
villain, that's
understand.
like the cheesy villain.
Yeah.
But they both
That
play the
cheesy
cheesy
anime
villain.
villain.
He hasn't had mainstream. He hasn't had his mainstream yet. Like this guy's all been in Japan and matches. Does
that's
not
what it
have
is. That's what it is.
Charisma.
In Japan, that shit is over like
promos.
Rover.
Yeah, he hasn't done
Nah, he-
nothing in America.
That's
in
not
the
true.
States.
Yo,
I
he was
mean,
the
ROH
butt collapser,
shit.
bro.
No,
Come
he
on,
had 3
come
years,
on.
Nah,
right?
AEW. I mean, he was a
Yo,
champion.
Yo, you
Yeah.
a disrespect. Yo,
Right,
like
the
I don't really
first
care
one
about Kenny
compared to
Omega.
Seth
but-
Rollins.
That's the yeah.
He just got here.
Yo, come on.
Kenny Omega in the States just got here, and
I mean,
Seth
he
Rollins
just
has been here.
He won wrestler. Wasn't he wrestler of the
He
year?
had one good run with the
Okay.
title. That's it.
All right,
How many
PWI.
PWI?
PWI was
Yeah.
the highest Seth Rollins is ranked. It
Maybe
wasn't
100
number
something.
one.
No, no,
Nah,
yeah.
nah.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
was too,
I don't
right?
think that. I
that's
don't think
based
it was
off
that
his
low.
Japan shit. That's all based off his Japan
Based off
shit.
of life shit, bro. It's life shit. Like
it
that
was
shit
recent.
exists.
No, but
That's
it
the
was
Marvel
recent.
comic universe what we live in, dog. Like that shit is legit there.
Indie work and New Japan work, yeah, he's the king, but that's why people don't know him today. That's why he's not the
I'm
greatest
not even
today.
talking about that really. I'm talking about character wise. Like there's similarities there in that.
Kenny don't have a
cheesy
promo.
villain.
Kenny don't have a
Does,
character.
You might not like
Seth
it,
Rollins
but
has
he does.
rechanged his
Yeah.
character 3 times. Kenny has still done the ROH New Japan shit that still hasn't gotten over yet in WWE in America.
Listen,
So
either
just
way,
remember, Kenny Omega was the #1 rated wrestler in 21.
Because of
That's
his
what I'm
matches,
saying.
because of his fights. Not his character.
He was the belt
when you're
collector.
number one, it's about
No,
the
collector.
overall
tell me
package.
one
Don-
time.
Don-
Bro,
Kenny
with,
has
Don,
presented
with the
himself.
dude
Callis,
with
with
Don
Callis.
Callis, that was a great run. What are you even talking about?
All right, but then
Don
Seth has
Callis
had
is the reason.
three
Don
different
Callis.
character changes.
Sure.
That's way more charisma than Kenny is every. Kenny
But-
can't hold a promo.
But my man, Seth Rollins and
Before
Kenny
Don-
Omega are different levels.
That's what I'm trying
That's
to say.
what he's trying to say.
That's what I'm trying to say. Exactly what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, he's saying
exactly
that.
what I'm trying to say.
That's- Kenny is not.
Kenny
on
does
Seth
not have a
Rollins'
microphone
level.
until Don Callis got there.
Okay, yeah, we're
Yeah.
all agreeing then.
Yeah.
So why you sound like you disagreeing?
It sounded like
Yo,
you
why
guys
you
were
mad,
disagreeing
yo?
with me.
No,
you mad?
It sounded like I don't know.
It sounds like you disagree.
You just argue with yourself.
That's what I'm saying.
You slandered Kenny like he was trash.
Yeah.
No, I'm not trying to
That,
slander.
and that's
what
why
you
I was like,
did.
hold on.
But in the
Hold on.
discussion-
you can make the argument, right? But if you're gonna make the argument, you gotta realize, like, PWI #1 versus whatever the fuck Seth Rollins was. Like,
Right,
keep
right.
that shit in perspective. Like, Kenny Omega's not trash.
But that's to my point.
I
that-
didn't like
That's to my
the
point. That
character.
all that is based off Kenny's New Japan work and indie work, not his AEW work.
Either way.
No.
What
it's
AEW work has he
2021, Bobby. That whole run. That's
Yeah.
what that's based off of.
20
In
Oh, okay,
2018,
you're talking about
2017,
That's when he was the belt collector.
Sure.
Okay, yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
that was Japan, but 2021 it's all
Oh, okay,
AEW.
okay.
It's
It's
April.
I didn't hear the
Yeah,
2021
it's
part. I didn't hear the
April. 2022 just
Because
started.
you said all
like,
the PWIs. I'm thinking all the ones he's won. Like he's been
No,
ranked
man.
number
No,
one.
no,
This
no,
isn't
no,
just 2021. He's been
not
ranked
his
number
whole
one.
life.
No.
Right.
I'm not talking about his whole life, but
Last
like,
year-
Seth Rollins has never been ranked 1.
Bro, look.
Never, no.
That's what I
he
mean.
was. He
Seth
was.
Rollins?
Yeah, 2019.
Oh, so,
Yeah,
so Seth
like,
Rollins been
and
in
then
that
Kenny Omega
party.
was in 2018 for his Japan shit, right?
Right.
Then Okada was in 2017, Moxley in 20.
So how many
Roman
times?
Reigns in 2016, Seth Rollins in 2015,
Oh,
Daniel
so Seth
Bryan
Rollins
in
had two
2014.
number ones? So who got more number
The
one?
Miz in 2011.
Wow, someone fucked up.
2-2.
Damn, the
2-2.
Miz in
They got 2 up.
2011.
Ooh, this is a better conversation.
Was
than
that
I thought.
WrestleMania when he
Two apiece,
defeated Cena?
Yeah.
That was WrestleMania.
Ooh, Kenny
they're tied
Omega
at 2
and
apiece.
Seth Rollins.
2015.
Dude, in the
That would be a
conversation,
great
in
match.
the conversation
Then
of
Roman
Seth
has two,
Rollins and
right?
Kenny Omega, yeah, I'm gonna slander Kenny Omega. Hell yeah, I'm gonna fucking slander him.
Yo, that'd be a match.
That would be a match.
Is it, when did Roman get another one?
20, oh, he hasn't.
Let's talk real quick.
He
New
only had
stars,
2016.
man.
Kenny Omega's
Just
getting the
real
next
quick. What new stars you seen come out of this weekend?
one. A bunch.
Right.
Like
That's
who
what it was.
specifically you think is gonna be important going further in the next 10 years, 5 years, 5 years, just 5
Here's
years.
an obvious answer. Austin Theory.
That's right. Okay, that's
Austin Theory is, I think, the first one you got to talk about because it's the most obvious.
I just hope he finds himself because
You know, I think that he needs to evolve the character. It's kind of cheesy.
yeah, of course.
Yeah,
and
I
it's
like
also
the selfie.
Right. Like
Shout
I
out to
think,
Ethan Page.
not only
I thought-
Ethan Page, but I remember old boy.
Tyler Breeze, bro.
Tyler Breeze.
Who's that?
Uh-huh.
Who's that?
Yeah.
That's
Dalton
amazing.
Oh, I
Castle's-
remember Brooklyn.
Dalton-
Yeah,
Dalton
right.
Castle's little
That
brother.
day in Brooklyn that he was there. That's how. I remember
That time.
Uh-huh.
Well, yeah, no. But the thing is that, you know, he took it to a different place, right, with the whole gimmick. I thought it was good. I think it could rock. It just needs time. I think it needs time
that's
to
like
cook.
a Gen Z thing.
Yeah. Hey, I think it'll work.
Self-figures.
I think it'll work. But there's a lot of cheese in his factory, like the A-Town down,
And I'm lactose.
You
the
don't like
cuts
that?
in his
You don't like my
hair.
charcuterie board?
There's too much cheese in
And
there.
also, I must mention,
Sticky cheese. Too.
I must mention,
shit
Vince
is the
also
most
saved
delicious.
him a little bit. Because he fucked up. He was not going to take the selfie when he got in the ring. Vince going to be like, yo, get your phone.
Yeah, we did that.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
so
On the
he
stream.
still needs some coaching, right? But he's young.
He's young.
Yeah.
That's why he's the future. He's not Mr.
He's not the
right now. Right?
And look at the positions he was in.
What about
Yeah.
somebody like Braun Breaker?
Okay,
Yeah.
Braun Breaker
So
came
that
out
was a
hard this
question we
week.
had. That was a question that we posted on social media this week, and they got crazy reviews,
Talk to me
yo.
about it. What's up?
Yo, Braun Breaker has the Rocket strapped to his booking, right?
To his back.
And that shit, is he ready for it? Think about the weekend Braun Breaker had. Braun Breaker had a roller coaster of a weekend. He inducted his uncle and his father.
And then let him get kidnapped.
Then, Diablo, bro, what the fuck, baby?
Yo, it's fucking Wednesday, bro. If you saw it, you saw it, bro.
You hit the fast
No,
forward.
but I was gonna get there. I was
I
gonna
didn't know
get
that's where you were
there.
going. My bad,
What
bro.
you
I didn't know. Like,
What you think? What was
I mean, completely all night we've been off the fucking cuff.
He had a hell of a weekend.
Like-
Started with the fuck comes next.
What
He
comes
knew
next?
him losing
Right,
the
right,
fucking
right,
title match at Stand and Deliver, which was the matinee show, which was actually pretty dope. Stand and Deliver
For a
was a
matinee.
pretty good for a matinee.
Yo,
For a
bro,
matinee.
his dad did get abducted.
And
It's crazy.
and then
So that part.
and then winning
And then on Raw,
on Raw, beating on Raw
The night
on the
after
main
Mania.
event on
How
Night
y'all
After
feel
Mania,
about that?
beating Dolph Ziggler,
I got
and then
something.
in NXT defending his title,
against Gunther.
and then seeing his father get
Yo,
kidnapped.
that shit, we talked about that already. Yo, this guy was bringing up old shit.
Yo, they're trying to,
bro.
they are booking him to
Yo.
the
Shit was on
team.
episode 29.
He was
And if you
busy. He was
notice-
fucking busy.
And if you notice, he got booed upon coming out
Yo,
of NXT.
The NXT crowd was corny.
Yo, no,
They were-
No, they wanted Ziggler.
They were loud,
Ziggler.
but they were
No,
corny.
but they
Right,
said we
right.
want Ziggler.
No, we don't. We
Yeah,
want
no, they went
Ziggler.
back and
No,
forth.
we don't.
Oh.
Yeah,
But
they went
that-
back
all
and
night they
forth.
were
But
like
that was
hijacking the show.
happening.
Yeah.
Damn.
But I mean, that's what they're trying to be.
Not always,
they're
though.
trying to be like us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
But
you
that
don't do
usually
that
happens
at
on
NXT.
on the main roster. You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly,
only
exactly.
we
You don't
could
do that
hijack
at
the main
Only we
roster.
win Slammies for that.
That's what we
Right.
do.
Thank you.
But they turned it over real quick when he started talking about his family.
Right.
The moment he mentioned his family, yeah.
Everyone's like, oh, you
And
got
then-
us.
All right.
You know what I'm
Alright,
saying? And
Dusty
then what
Rhodes.
happens? He fucking gets his dad gets kidnapped.
Yeah.
The ultimate sympathy card.
You know, oh, no,
All
you
we
gotta
need
like
is
this
him to go,
motherfucker.
All right, we fuck with you now. We fuck with you now.
Daddy
But-
wasn't there.
But is he ready?
I want to talk about Raw real quick before we talk about if he's ready.
All right.
Because I think Raw was a big audition.
For him,
There's no
specifically?
there's no doubt in anyone's mind that he's a future star. Like that, duh. If you look at him and you see his last name, like you know
And
there's
his
something
in-ring
there.
prowess is...
And he's
You
good.
know he breaks
He's
things
good.
if you see his last name.
He's
Breaker
good.
with 2 Ks.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
I'm just glad there's not an extra
You're
K.
acknowledging that he's a Steiner,
Just glad they kept it at 2.
Yo, for real.
but Raw was an opportunity, right? So like we get the repeat match, but we put it on the main roster. Not everybody watched Stand and Deliver.
Right.
Not everybody cares about NXT.
Right.
So how do we get this kid exposure? And do we see if
Right.
people are interested?
Put it on
Dolph
Raw.
Ziggler is a known commodity. I mean, they just had legitimate storyline beef,
Yep.
you know, in NXT, so whatever. But people know Ziggler. People may not know Braun Breaker. So we put Braun Breaker, we put him the title match. We get him the win on the main roster. What y'all think?
I like it.
What y'all think? Do people like it?
Vince
I
is
mean,
high off
People like that?
Exposure, right?
It was
I just-
More eyes.
They're booking it very well. It just scares me when I look at Braun Breaker that he's going to get the Ryback treatment. And,
Ryback.
And I
That's
hope
already
that
not
they
true.
learn.
No, you just gotta shut your mouth for that.
I just hope that they've learned from their mistakes in the
I think
past.
he moves better than Ryback.
Oh no, 100%.
Tweets a lot better.
Oh, yeah.
A lot better.
And he's better on the mic.
The one report that I did hear about Braun Breaker is that he's been told to smile more on camera because he's a face and he barely smiles.
They said the
Well, I
same
mean,
shit to Ciampa and shit. I think that's such a
yeah.
corny.
I mean,
Okay.
they're trying to make him a face. He's trying to kick ass. Like
Yeah, he's trying to be like a tweener, ass kicker.
that's like telling fucking Hook to smile more.
Yeah, you're
The
gonna damage
fuck?
the whole thing.
You know what I mean? But I hear you because that's what they want, right? They want to push him like a baby face.
Right.
But you don't always need to be the baby face to be the top person. Roman Reigns has proved that.
But even regardless of that fact, he is a future star.
Yeah.
Full stop.
But if they decided within a couple months that they want to put him on the main card, is he ready?
Now,
That's my fear.
What did you think after seeing Raw? Because that was the trial run.
Nah.
No, you don't think he's ready?
No.
Why?
I thought the
Let
match was
him
fine.
build. Let him build himself at NXT.
Didn't Braun Breaker make that promise that by like June or July of this year he was gonna be a champion, like an intercontinental champion or something?
I don't
on the
know.
main roster.
On the main
He
roster.
said that?
He made a promise.
I don't remember that, but
So then
Maybe
that
it
this leads to my point. The rocket they're strapped into his back
Oh yeah.
is
he's-
for a reason
he's
then,
getting the
right?
call up,
yo, how
So
far
is
can
he ready
throw-
for that?
How far can he throw Ricochet?
Pretty
You know
far.
what I'm
Pretty
saying?
far,
Like if he
probably
had a match
far.
with Ricochet, like I'm sure they could do dope shit.
Supercard of Honor was dope, JJ. That shit was dope.
JJ,
Samoa Joe came out.
Joe.
FTR shitted on the fucking the Briscoes and FTR. was
That
fucking-
match, bro, the Briscoes
shit was
FTR.
fucking-
Yo, Gresham and Lethal.
Yo,
That's a chicken.
Wheeler
Yo,
Yuta getting a
Yo,
title.
I still think I'm definitely
Minoru Suzuki winning
bigger
the-
than Gresham.
What was the pure champion?
was it the Pure? He had a match during the week as well against Oni Lorcan that
Bloodsport,
was
right?
well, not even Bloodsport. It was after Bloodsport at midnight.
Biff Busick.
Biff.
Yeah, Biff Busick. Right, my bad.
But sport, it was Biff versus John Moxley.
This
Yeah,
was within
same
a couple
day,
of
same-
yeah, it
literally
was
the
within
same
a couple
day.
of hours of
Yeah,
each other,
yeah.
and it was bloody.
Yo.
Suzuki
That's
and him
the
went at
crazy.
it.
That was the crazy part
He got
about the weekend.
stitches.
All the action from this week
What about
was
that
just
Dream Ninja
money,
dude?
man.
You saw that finish with the ninja dude with that kick, that spinning kick.
Nah.
Was it Ninja Mac Ninja? Shit, you gotta look that up.
I gotta look that up. Check out Murder Mania too. If you're trying to watch shows from this week, they're still up on Fight. They're still up on IWTV. Check that out, man. Check out
Yo,
Murder
JJ,
Mania.
what's your rush,
Our guy
bro?
Puff.
Yo,
My guy Puff in the
JJ out
fucking
here
house.
blowing her load.
Yo.
JJ,
Sammy versus
JJ.
Knoxville.
JJ wants to smoke.
JJ, we gave you a whole prognosis on Bianca's face. What do you mean we didn't talk about it?
La pobre.
Oh,
That
I
match
do want
was
to talk about
phenomenal.
Sammy and Knoxville.
And,
though.
got
and by
some
the way,
HBCs. Let's do
and
it.
by
Let's
the
do
way, by the way, it seems motherhood has
You're about to say some wild shit.
motivated Becky to have the cheeks out at all times.
Oh,
Wow, crazy.
There's
Oh,
Sammy
Eso
and
parece
Johnny
como mango
Knoxville.
chupado.
No.
probably the
We're not
most
talking about the
entertaining match of Saturday. I think.
How
If you don't count
entertaining.
Seth.
Yo,
What was it?
It was the match it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
they had their spots.
Yo, let me ask you a
The
question.
the rat trap was ridiculous.
rat
Mark Henry's son made
Mark
his
Henry's
WrestleMania
son
debut. The hand.
Yo, it
R.I.P.
worked.
Mayo.
Yo, this is why it's a
And they
surprising
paid-
weekend.
And they paid tributes to the Al Snow with the bowling
They
ball.
did.
Yeah,
Shout outs to
yeah,
Amy
yeah.
Schumer for not being
And also-
anybody in Jackass's cast fan this week.
What?
You didn't catch what she said?
Nah,
The
nah.
joke? She made a bad joke. We're not gonna talk about
Yeah,
it.
all
What does she make?
that was a long time
anything
ago,
that comes
though.
out of her
Oh,
mouth
okay,
is
I
a
just
bad
saw the
joke.
That
thing.
shit was like
No,
in 2015 or something.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay.
With my
But-
car.
But did you see the meme about what does everybody love? And then
Head.
Cody Rhodes' head popping up
Oh.
from the thing.
That was funny as hell.
She did that?
Pop of the
That
week
was a
right
meme.
there.
That was a meme.
Oh, shit.
That shit was crazy.
Okay, I know that's
Nice.
No, yo, that's what
Nice.
the fact that even that match went over well, right?
Yeah. It
That's what
Yo,
has
hands
many people
down.
talking about. DK,
It felt like a party.
This WrestleMania, DK, one of the top 10 WrestleManias.
What number
ever?
you give it, JP?
I don't know. I gotta see a list. Bro. Cause I enjoyed WrestleMania weekend, and we have not enjoyed like that many WrestleManias in one day, and they gave us 2 nights. They gave us 2 nights. And I know Ronda was mad, but Ronda, you need
Yo,
to.
Ronda was tight.
But Ronda also,
that
like,
about?
I'm glad you didn't main event.
Ronda said that wasn't true.
I'm glad she didn't main event. Like, she wasn't the last one on because that match was lackluster.
That match was
The most scintillating thing was the wardrobe malfunction.
Whoa. What are you talking about, yo?
Yo, shout outs to
just
Shard.
titillating.
That match was flat.
Yo.
Not
It
at all.
was as flatter as them cakes.
Yo, what are you talking
Wow.
That
No
shit
le digas eso a
was-
Andrade.
Cameraman.
Andrade le gusta la pantalla.
Andrade's all about that IHOP.
I can give you this
He's
being
about
a,
the tortillas.
this can
dude.
definitely be a top 10 WrestleMania. Given the fact that we got another stunner on
Andrade
Vince.
like $7 pancakes.
You want to do top 5? Like, we'll do top 5, right?
Nah, this is what I would say. Let's look
Top
at what
five.
WWE put out a top 10 list,
I
right?
couldn't find it.
Kilo
Oh,
Bobby.
So you got it?
So never mind.
Exactly. So I got this top 5 from Sports Skeeter.
Okay, yeah. Let's do that.
So,
one. You start with
number
one?
1.
Damn. You
Number
start at
1.
And it's not for their main event.
Nah, you already
fine.
started. Oh.
All right, fine.
All
Number
right.
5. We'll go
Build
for
the
5.
story, bro.
Number 5.
Shut up,
WrestleMania
bitch.
this past Sunday.
We're just talking about a list, right? So the list is
24.
WrestleMania 24 is number 5.
Shawn and Taker?
All right. That is the final WrestleMania, the Ruthless Aggression. We got CM Punk in a Money in the Bank ladder match. JBL in
The
a
black
Belfast
briefcase.
Brawl against Finlay and Batista.
That was a bloody
Umaga, the ECW World Title.
Ric Flair versus
Fucking Undertaker
Shawn.
defeated Edge.
Oh, I was there.
All right.
You were?
Yeah.
Ric Flair,
we were
Shawn.
there. Jerk.
Jerk.
Which one?
That's Florida.
Floyd
24
Mayweather versus
Miami.
Big Show.
Mayweather Big
That's
Show.
Miami, yeah. Mayweather Big Show, that was... Oh, no, I was with Bro.
Let's look at the patterns.
Same stadium, but different years.
Let's look at the patterons, because I'm already
You
picking
were,
up on a pattern.
Roxina.
There can't be a pattern on one show.
28.
No,
28.
comparing it to this year's.
Oh, like, how do you pick up a pattern on one thing?
Pattern.
All right, bet. So,
Nah.
Show began with multi-man ladder match
Which
for
is
the
this
IC title. Daniel Bryan won.
Which is this one?
This is, my bad. I said
Appreciate
that.
you, JJ. Thank you so
WrestleMania
much for pulling
31,
up.
2015.
31, 2015. Okay.
Right, so
JJ,
Daniel
besitos.
Bryan wins a ladder match for
It
the
got
IC
IC
title.
title. I remember
the
that.
greatest RKO in history.
Yeah.
Wait, no.
With Seth Rollins. Yes,
Yeah.
Seth
No,
Rollins.
it's not, man.
Yeah, you're gonna
No,
say
it's
it was
not.
freaking
Evan fucking Bourne,
Evan
bro.
Bourne.
Evan fucking
Nah.
Bourne.
Seth Rollins came from
Nah.
Puerto Rico. Like he came
Nah,
from
man.
Canada.
That shit was fire.
Motherfucker came from
You're
Winnipeg.
Randy
entitled
Orton wasn't even all the way down like this. He was like this, a little bit up.
Bro, you're entitled to your opinion. Even if it's trash, you're entitled
Nah,
to.
man. Get out of
Sting
here.
made his debut.
Yeah. That,
NWO.
NWO, yeah.
What
yeah.
a big pop, big
Yeah,
moment.
yeah, yeah.
That was the
Right?
first time
DX.
DX and NWO at the same time.
Ronda Rousey made her, appearance.
The Rock, Ronda Rousey, right? Like you said.
The main event is what made that WrestleMania, though.
Rusev, Cena, Brock, Roman.
Seth.
Yeah, Seth.
Seth made that.
That's
made
number
that
Seth
4.
cashed in, right?
WrestleMania.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Highway
shit, you're right.
robbery, I think they called it, right?
Yep.
He stole the
He
night.
stole the belts.
Wow.
Number 3.
WrestleMania 30,
Yes,
2014.
That's Yesamania.
Yo,
Yes-omania.
Hypomania.
So right now, what this list is telling you that a lot of the better WrestleManias have happened recently.
I
Yeah.
don't buy
I
that.
don't know. Let's finish the
In the
list.
last-
Let's see where we're at.
In the last 15 years.
I
The
don't buy
opening
that.
segment. A classic.
Of course.
Hogan, Rock,
Silverdome.
Stone Cold, Silverdome, brother.
The Undertaker streak.
Undertaker
Brian,
streak.
Triple H, and then
Fuck,
Brian
this
win the
is a
title
top
at the end
five,
of the,
yo.
end
This
of
is
the
definitely
thing.
a top 5.
The Yes Movement, Undertaker's undefeated streak
Fuck.
ending
Damn.
Forgot
to
about
Brock
Damn.
Lesnar. If you were unaware, I don't
We
think
were
you've ever
watching
heard that part of the
together
storyline
at,
before.
At the Cove.
The one in
Yeah,
2021.
we
We saw that at the Cove.
We did at the Cove. Shout out to the Cove.
Oh shit, that's
That's right,
right.
it's the
Cesaro
Cove.
slamming
Cesaro
Big
was
Show. Nobody was paying attention
Right.
because we were all like, Undertaker.
We were frozen. We was fucking
Como la
frozen.
película.
John Cena
That
defeating
was-
We
Bray
were frozen
Wyatt.
just like
That's
when Will
top-
Smith smacked Chris Rock.
Top 3 WrestleMania, hands down, is 30. Top 3.
All right. Number 2.
WrestleMania 19.
Yeah.
WrestleMania 19
No.
has to be.
Not number 1.
No, number 2.
Two.
Bitch. That's what
Not number
means.
2 either.
No.
So
But
let's
it's-
go
it's-
through it.
it's
Go
top
through it.
five. I like
Go
the top
through it.
5.
Go through it.
Attitude Era stars winding down.
Yeah.
And the rising ruthless aggression. I think that's why you hate it.
Yeah.
Because it was the end of the Attitude Era officially.
Okay.
Austin's last match.
We got Rey Mysterio. We got Trish Stratus, Victoria. Oh, yeah, it is Austin's last match.
The Rock finally.
Chris
won.
Jericho, Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels and Chris
That's-
Jericho.
Classic.
That Jericho
That
attire
match.
that night. I even have the figure because of the attire. Was
Triple-
fucking, yeah, the highlight reel
Triple
on the
H
sides.
versus Booker.
Triple H versus Booker was ass.
So
Someone
racist.
with Booker T-shirt on.
So
Man,
racist.
racist.
Hogan and Vince McMahon street fight.
That was good. That was a good match.
And racist.
Piper came out.
And then piped her.
Piper.
Wow. But ultimately, that was a Stone Cold
number
show,
one?
right?
What's number 1, Mischief?
I don't know if
Best
you've heard
WrestleMania
about
ever?
this.
What's the number 1
Or
WrestleMania?
was it the best?
What's the best WrestleMania of all time?
WrestleMania 17, top to bottom, left to right, had something for everybody. And maybe not the sharpest WrestleMania, but certainly the most entertaining. And when WrestleMania, when you put all the fucking shells in one basket, what you realize is that that's what it's all about, right? Entertaining, putting your ass in seats, making people interested in the product. Yo, after WrestleMania 17, everything changed, right? It was different. It was a whole different ballgame. So let's go through it, right? The absolute peak of pro wrestling in North America, without a doubt. This was it. We had just bought WCW, so that was a big deal.
Win.
Kurt Angle and Chris Benoit, one of the best opening sequences to a wrestling match
Dream
ever.
match.
When these
Dream
two,
match.
it was literally like two squirrels fighting in the best kind of way.
Oh, absolutely.
The whole opening, like
I would
5 minutes.
say it was more like 2 iguanas fighting.
no.
Because iguanas, they actually like the wrestlers. They do the turning on top. It's fucking crazy.
No, man.
If you ever
I'd
go to
say
the
it's like
iguana
Kurt
farm,
Angle and Chris Benoit fighting.
That shit was like two squirrels. I don't know what the fuck. Where do you watch iguana fights, dog?
in Roatán, Honduras, bro. What you want me to do?
Next
They
to
don't
Jack-
do that.
Next to Jack Veneno.
They don't do that.
They took me to an iguana farm. I'm gonna see iguanas, bro. What you want me to do? I didn't say I like
hardcore
I seen
championship.
two coyotes fight once.
Oh, Kane won that fucking hardcore,
hardcore
championship
match.
with Big Show and I
And
forgot who else.
Word,
it was
word,
wasn't
word.
it versus DX?
Yeah.
No. It was
Big
it was
Show,
a
Raven, and
triple
Kane.
threat.
Oh, it was a
Big
triple
Show,
threat.
Raven, and Kane.
Yo,
Yeah.
that
That triple threat was
No. The
That
stage.
was
They went through the
shit.
stage and shit. That shit was dope
Fuck
as
Kane.
hell, bro.
Fuck Kane. Let's keep
crazy.
moving.
All right.
Fuck Kane. Let's keep moving.
Shane McMahon and Vince in a street
Yes.
fight where we saw like probably the greatest coast to coast, right? That Shane has
Oh,
ever
yeah,
hit. TLC 2.
I'm done.
Are you?
I'm done.
You're not. You're gonna
have to
still
keep reading.
decline this
No, you're
match?
done.
This is one of the few moments in life where the sequel is better than the original.
Yeah. And I mean that's not to say TLC 1 was not
No.
great. It was dope
It's
as hell.
just as if they looked at that and said, "We
They're
can do
each-
better."
They're each different in their own way.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure. It evolved, right?
Undertaker defeated Triple H, extending that
rivalry.
streak.
The streak, yep.
The Rock,
Stone
and
Cold.
Stone Cold, and
The
what
best story and booking ever done, bro.
was woo? My goodness.
gives you chill. That promo?
Share your thoughts, because I'm gonna tell you why this is the best main event in WrestleMania history. When y'all done,
A no disqualification match we didn't find out to the moment of. That was a new stipulation that nobody understood why that happened. Stone Cold leading up to this event, right? Rock was the champion, and Stone Cold made it a point to be like, "This is my career. Like I need this title. I'm nobody without it." And for a long time, like Stone Cold was the man. So for him to even kind of put himself in a position where like it's either he's a champion or he's nothing was a very interesting story to tell, and that made him dangerous, right? He had been hit by a car. Like he had come back from all sorts of injury.
Did it for the ruck.
Like,
He
he
had
was
everything
ready
to
to
lose.
like he's like, I need my strap. They elevated that unnecessarily by putting Deborah into the
Yeah,
whole
right.
mix,
Right.
Your wife. Right, and now Deborah, Austin's wife, is Rock's manager, and that whole angle, right?
It was
And
almost like the Mega Powers the situation a little bit there, right?
a little
Right,
bit, right?
right,
They
right.
kind of borrowed, but there was no tag, right? Like, there was no like,
No.
what was that about? Except there was a tag, and the tag came at the very end of that main event. The tag came in when Austin could hit no more stunners. He could hit no more rock bottoms. There was nothing more he can do, although I would have loved to see a people's elbow. But Stone Cold needed Vince McMahon to come down and do the job, give him the chair, put him over, and shake the devil's hand. In what was the turn of the century in
Nobody
all
saw
of
that coming.
Austin's career. You would have never thought, and that was the beauty of it, is that in all of Austin's career, you would have never thought. And there you are, shaking the devil's hand, winning the championship back like you knew you needed to,
drinking beer.
and then doing it the way Austin did, and in really what was a really fun part of his career as a heel, as a more legitimate heel. Man, WrestleMania 17, from top to bottom, was just gold. Was the gold standard.
What celebrities were there
That's what I was gonna ask next.
on the set? On the,
I don't remember if there
On
was
17, I don't think it was.
That's
I
probably
don't-
the best thing, that there was not one
Um,
celebrity. at that
But I
fucking
disagree.
Mania.
I disagree though.
Oh, China squashed Ivory. There was the gimmick battle royal with all the nostalgia.
Gimmick.
Remember?
That's
We
what
saw
I-
Iron Sheik. We saw
Yeah.
Doink. We saw Sergeant Slaughter,
Doink.
Jim Duggan, Gobbledygooker. Everybody came out.
One big difference from this WrestleMania and that one is how predictable was this main event. We all knew Reigns was gonna win, right?
Yeah.
It didn't take from the WrestleMania,
No.
but
No.
it could have been that much better, not knowing, the outcome, right? This 17, Austin just successfully defended the title against The Rock, the same guy the year before. All signs pointed to The Rock getting this one back.
Yep.
For this to happen, bro, I'm at the edge of my seat, late as fuck that night, having to wake up for school the next day, and I'm just like, yo, can this match end already? Because, like, I don't know who's gonna win. That's the only time in WrestleMania history I've felt like that in a main event.
I remember that this is also the time when the dirt sheets was just being created, really, right?
True.
So, compared to today's instantaneous information that people receive, it's a little different.
Yeah.
That's why we've gotten you like it doesn't ruin it as much for us anymore.
You ruined it, internet.
But I will say,
No, you.
it's interesting because the ones that are in these top 5, most of them have celebrity matches or involvement,
Yeah, man.
which brings it to the mainstream, right? And just makes it a better product. And that's what this one did very successfully. We talked about Pat McAfee, who, like it or not, he's a celebrity.
He's a
right?
celebrity, and he's
In the sports
different
world, he is known,
demographic.
right? A different demographic,
Yo,
right?
Logan Paul.
Logan Paul.
A different demographic.
Logan Paul looked good.
He did his thing.
He did his
And
thing.
he did his thing his way.
He did his thing his way, right?
Point. He negotiated in his contract that he's gonna turn babyface. That's what that whole thing was about.
Right. The whole
whole
game.
Miz
really?
turn.
Miz,
Yeah.
yeah.
He was like, because he wants to do this.
Oh, he wants to do this.
He wants to do this. Allegedly.
man.
Yeah,
Which
'cause
brings me
it's
to my
safer than
next
boxing.
point.
Because it's safer than boxing.
This is just a small. This is just a small sidebar. Where you at, Bow Wow?
Right.
Everybody jumping in line. Yo, where you at
Right.
though?
Oh,
Tokyo Drift.
shit.
Oh my
We
God, come
saw
on,
Rikishi
bro.
in Dallas. We said, where you at?
Whoa, where you at, bro? Every time I ask, you
Yo.
about to start. You about to start.
He's like, I got his deposit, but I ain't getting no Bow Wow.
So,
Yo.
in contrast, right, WrestleMania 17 didn't have stars. Didn't need it. They were the peak. They were the thing. They were cool.
They were the cream of the crop.
With this one, right, we saw a lot of different demographics tapped into. There was a lot of things for everybody. The
Yeah, it was a
Jackass
buffet.
crowd got their
sure.
fun bullshit.
For
If
sure.
you're into Jackass, you had a good time.
The
in
fact that you
ridiculous
had
match.
the members of Jackass come out was excellent.
I said it during the
Wee-Man
match.
was a
I was like, yo, we need
star,
more
man.
than just.
We man.
Even with the Andre the Giant.
Yo, that was epic. That's
that was
that's
great.
gonna be that footage that they're gonna show when they go through the WrestleMania. Oh, it has to be.
Wee Man, dog.
And he did a good job, bro. I
Well,
mean,
that
it was
rat
good.
trap.
Speaking of that footage, we're going to let y'all get to that footage because we know us talking about it ain't going to do it justice. All this to tell you, that's all the damn time we have for you folks this week. I
there's
know
so
you
much more
getting
to
your
talk
fix
about.
from each and everywhere. And now shout out to ACAST.
Heel of the week.
Because ACAST, they're going to announce the heel of the week, which was...
Vince McMahon taking that stunner,
I don't know,
dog.
I don't know if
Chair
that's the heel of
shot
the week, but the
here.
chair shot is definitely Ezekiel.
Oh.
Ezekiel is my chair shot of the month.
My pop of the week goes out to Nikita Lyon.
Oh, my
Because that finisher saves lives, right?
That's sinister.
I think that's
check out our
what we
TikTok.
That's how we end
Hashtag the new
show.
Heimlich, baby.
Check out
Nikita
our
Lyons.
TikTok. Check out our TikTok. Heels Poppy's Chair Shots. We on TikTok.
That match with her Lash Legend, yo. I'm with it.
Legend.
I'm with it.
Put them cheeks on my chest.
You think Gigi Dolan? knows how to do
Wait,
that?
was that dessert?
G.
I think Gigi is a dessert.
I'm mad I missed that kickoff show, bro.
And check us out on YouTube and Twitch. Heels Pops and Chair Shots. Check us out on our podcast. Don't forget to rate and review. HeelsPopsandChairShots.com.
Rate with a